I've KO'd several people with that. I'm sure you guys can just go on YouTube and see, or just find out knockouts from slaps. A slap will knock you silly.
Oh shit!
A slap will knock you silly.
Tell about your current case from your experience. It can be with a glow description, but
well, I know. Well, there was one a funny situation where I was at a concert. I was at a concert, and in the concert, it was kind of like a lot of it's a rock concert, right? So there was a particular type of people there that attended it, and I was there supposed to be for security, right? It's consulting. And, but, I didn't have no security thing or whatever. I was just kind of among the people. It was kind of casual for me. And a situation arose, with some ladies that were being harassed. And some of the crew then tried to, end it, tried to defuse the situation. But, these individuals were not going anywhere. But you had a couple of guys, but the loudmouth was the one that was basically, bringing the charge, like he was not going anywhere. He was going to take this woman with him regardless whether she wanted to or not. And he didn't care if security was going to get involved and all these kind of things. And so when I saw that this was going nowhere, I tried to go in there and defuse it. I tried to defuse the situation. Of course, I just looked like a regular guy. So they didn't know I was part of security or anything like that. So I was just a regular guy. And I'm trying to defuse the situation, but I saw that this person had drugs in him, or obviously alcohol. Now, he wasn't drunk. He still was his faculties were still very, very sharp. He wasn't a drunk person. But you can tell that he was influenced by either drugs and alcohol, and he was bigger than me. And of course, I'm not interested in getting into a fight and getting into a grappling situation or having to box this guy, because that's not what it's about. At that point in time, there's other people involved. He's got some buddies in the back. Sure, I had my buddies too, but you don't want that to turn into some kind of bar brawl or something like that. So again, I tried to defuse it. I implemented the psychological moves to try to just defuse the situation first. I'm not going to go in there and just fight people. And it wasn't working. He was determined. Matter of fact, he got angrier. And twice he basically broke down my barrier, disrespected my barrier of diffusion. At that point, he was coming for me. He was determined. After when you do this, you know. And
it's about distance.
That's about distance, yeah. And there are cues. You know that this is not going to end well now, because nothing worked. Nothing worked. So I just waited for the cue. And when he was getting squared up, because I knew he was squared up to try to hit me, out of nowhere, of course, my hands first were here, and I was like, "Come on!" And I was like, "Please, I did not assume I'm going to fight you and I'm going to beat you up thing. I didn't want to get into that kind of, I want to go home. I don't want to have bruises and lacerations and injuries, The minute that you see the physical cue, he came in towards me, I slapped the shit out of him. Now, my hands were here. I did not have some kind of offensive posture. I relaxed. I was in position, because while I'm talking, I'm moving. But that's as if I'm moving. I'm winding up, right? I'm getting that connection with you, especially that power wave that I talk about, right? And I try to teach people.
Hi, my name is Mike Soto. I'm a martial arts coach, combatives consultant with over 40 years of researching, learning, and teaching martial arts. I want to invite you to my new video course, Fundamental Skills for Martial Arts and Fighting. The contents of this video series is based on my extensive research in Muay Thai, Western boxing, and Chinese and Filipino martial arts. In this course, you will learn some essential skills that will create a more connected and relaxed body structure that will allow you to deliver more power in your strikes. These body skills will create a more efficient way to use any offensive or defensive technique. You will also learn some essential footwork to guarantee the delivery of your techniques. These skills can be applied to enhance any martial arts practice and can greatly benefit anyone from beginners to advanced practitioners, regardless of style. Don't miss this opportunity to bring your martial arts skills to the next level.
And from that position, as I like, man, listen, as he got squared off to hit me, it just flew, right? It's fast. It's so fast. It carries so much power. It's a wave. The whole body weight lands, spread palm right under his ear. Because I felt the back of his ear. It was right between the ear and the jaw. The thing is that it doesn't matter where it lands, right? It was right between the ear and the jaw. And I mean, it was kind of comical because it looked like a cartoon, like when cartoons get hit and their head spins like his jaw. It almost looked like it went almost 180, and he just dropped to the side. Everybody was shocked because it happened so fast. It was so fast. They thought there was going to be more trash talking and squaring off. No, at that point I'm like, well, it's got to go because I don't want it to get into that. He's determined. He's not going to leave.
No any advantage.
No.
Very good, very real thing. Oh.
That's a very real thing. So you're hey man, the whole and woo, boom. Everybody, it was so sudden that everybody's still in shock. They're registering what's happening. His buddies are like, they're trying to register it before they go into like attack mode. And by that time, the security detail was already like, went on a semi, we call it a half moon formation, right? So they basically just formed, everybody just backed up. They took the buddy out. They thought about calling the ambulance, but the buddy said no, because the girls were going to press charges. I mean, at that point, it turned into something that I had nothing to do with. I did what I had to do, and it's like, well, you guys handle the situation. It's one of my business. So things like this, and that was a safe one compared to other things, right? Because when you're in the street and it's just stuff happening, that's even worse than that, right? But you start learning cues when somebody is they're coming for you. And at that point, you gotta come in preemptive strike.
Okay, now we're going to continue the series demonstrating power and relaxation striking. This is very important because, as we talked earlier in the video series, we talked about creating a wave pattern in the body, either with double hands or single hand, to express a connected root, balanced body, and hit with all of your body power and your weight behind your punches, but at the same time staying relaxed. So this is very important. Remember, we're isolating this one attribute that then you can insert and put into all of your punches and kicks. This is something that you can play with to change the quality of your punches, the power, the speed, and the ability to transfer body weight. So this is very important and definitely is worth developing and making it work into all of your strikes.